Joshua Ouma Otieno, and currently I work for a community-based organization, and it is called Corrugation Youth for Education and Economic Development Association, or KEDA. And we have a school for the CBO, for the KEDA school, and I also work there as the head teacher of the school. Again, I work for still that same CBO as the project coordinator. And for UMaY, I'm in the steering committee, and I represent community-based schools or non-formal schools. And the reason why I chose to work with UMaY was that I realized that UMaY engaged in itself in helping needy people, the same way our CBO KEDA is doing. So I realized that they are doing the same things that we as a CBO are also doing. So that's why I chose to work with UMaY. My job as a head teacher is to ensure that the school runs smoothly. I must ensure that the kids who are needy and are out on the streets access our school, because it is the cheapest school around. And I also ensure that after joining our school, they get quality education. So I also ensure that always we get very qualified teachers who can help in teaching the kids, just to ensure that they can pass exams. And that's mainly the work that I do for the school. For KEDA, now as the project coordinator, I make sure that we engage ourselves with the community, and we sensitize the community about the importance of education, and we also sensitize them, especially the youths, against criminal activities, say thuggery or prostitution. And you know, they do all of these things because they've got no income, and that means that there is that economic problem. And that is what KEDA intends to fix. I had a friend, and he told me about UMaY, and I tried to talk to the officials of UMaY, and I met Adam, and he explained to me about UMaY, and that's how I knew UMaY, and that's when I decided that I could work with UMaY. What I'm passionate about is, as KEDA, which is economic and education development, I'm very passionate about education of children and empowerment of the youth through, economically. UMaY is the Department of Education, is what I'm very passionate about, and that is why I decided to work with UMaY, because you see, if they also support education, and that is what we promote as KEDA, then really that one means that we do something together. UMaY has identified the problems in the town. And for example, the kids who cannot access school, and they really want to help them. They really want to get them out of the streets and bring them to schools. But you realize that it is not easy, because first, they need even facilities to do that work. For example, they need to, they cannot just take the kids who cannot access education and take them to any other school. And now, they're supposed to cover the whole of Africa. And you realize that it is not just about this area alone. And now, they find other kids that cannot access education, they cannot afford it. And UMaY itself cannot afford to help all of them. So you realize that it is not very difficult for UMaY to really assist every kid that needs help.
Oh, so basically the need for assistance is very great, and that might be a bit difficult. Yeah.
Oh yes, okay. Because like for example, you sympathize with a problem and you don't have the resources to help, then really the problem remains. So you've got to get the resources to help. Without resources, you cannot be able to help, however much you sympathize with. If UMaY can work for the next 5 years, then what I see is fewer street children on the streets. And I see more children in schools. More kids will have access to school after 5 years. And even criminal activities, like for example prostitution, as a way of income generating activity. You know, those girls who are doing prostitution, they're doing it because they don't have any source of income. And if UMaY really uplifts the needy people, you realize that even the young ladies will leave whatever bad thing they're doing and they'll get something to do, and that's economically. And you also find that the men or young men who engage in criminal activities for the sake of economic survival, fewer of them will be seen after 5 years, because we will have at least sensitized most youths against such bad habits. My hobbies, my interest first, I love education. And it is unfortunate that myself, I am much I love education. I did not get the opportunity to clear my studies. And that was because of, when I was young, just like the kids you're supporting right now, I did not get that support. I did not access the college that I was supposed to. And when I went to college, I did not clear, simply because I did not get support. People to support my education. So my interest is going back and clearing my education. Not for the sake of looking for a job, but for the sake of enlarging my brain, so that I can really know how to manage even this school that we're trying to have. So that is one. And my hobbies are, I like sports. I like sports, and myself, I play boxing, and I am a weightlifter.
Oh, wonderful.
And that's what I really like doing when I'm not busy.